Cancelled Plan Euphoria. Someone texts, "Can't make it tonight," and you feel pure relief wash over you. You type, "Oh no, that's too bad," while already in pajamas celebrating. The plans you were dreading just disappeared and your night became perfect. This happens because the stress of anticipating social events instantly releases when they cancel. Your body literally relaxes and rewards you with sweet relief. You were going to force yourself to go, but now you're free. It's basically like getting a snow day in school. Social battery drain. The party starts and you're doing great, talking, laughing, actually having fun, but 2 hours later you can barely speak. Your responses turn into "yeah" and "totally," while your brain completely shuts down. Someone asks a simple question, and you just stare at them like they are speaking Greek. This happens because socializing burns through your mental energy faster than you can replenish it. You're physically still at the party, but mentally you left 20 minutes ago. Extroverts are gaining energy while you're running empty. It's like your brain operates on battery power while everyone else is plugged in. Phone call dread. Your phone rings and you watch it vibrate across the table. You need at least 3 rings to mentally prepare before answering. Ring 1 is panic, ring 2 is preparation, ring 3 is deep breath, and finally on ring 4, you answer. This happens because phone calls demand immediate responses without much processing time. You need to wait before you pick up to switch from whatever you were doing to conversation mode. It's like being thrown on stage without a presentation. The doorbell panic. You're home relaxing when the doorbell rings without warning. Your whole body freezes and you immediately go silent. You turn off your music, stop moving, and wait for them to leave. Your car's in the driveway, but you're still hoping they'll think nobody's home. This freeze response happens because unexpected visitors trigger your fight or flight response. You're literally hiding in your own house, but try telling that to your amygdala. Meanwhile, it's probably just the delivery guy at your front door, but it feels like the doorbell is directly connected to your panic response. Stealth shopping. You spot someone you know in the store and smoothly redirect to the next aisle. Now you're very interested in soup you don't eat, waiting for the coast to clear. You peek around the corner like a spy, tracking their every movement through the store. This happens because unexpected social encounters require instant social energy you most likely haven't budgeted for. You came here for groceries, not a conversation about how work is going. It's basically like playing hide and seek in a store. The Irish goodbye. You've mastered leaving parties without saying goodbye. 1 minute you're there, next minute you're gone. No announcement, no farewell tour, just a clean escape. You slip out during a bathroom break or when everyone's distracted. The formal goodbye process would mean stopping at every conversation cluster, explaining why you're leaving, dealing with "don't go yet," and "one more drink." That's 30 minutes of social labor you can't afford. So you just vanish, and by the time anyone notices, you're already in bed at home. It's basically like being Batman, there one moment, gone the next. Shower arguments. You practice conversations in the shower that never happen. Full arguments with perfect comebacks, discussions with brilliant points, all performed as shampoo bottles. Then the real conversation happens, and you forget everything. You prepared 40 responses but just say, "Yeah, whatever." This happens because your brain processes better without the pressure of actual interaction. All that practice vanishes the moment you need it. It's like studying for a test then having a complete blackout. Energy dip. You grab coffee with a friend, you chat, you laugh, you genuinely have a good time. Then you get home and can't move. Not sad, not upset, just absolutely drained like you ran a marathon. This happens because in that short hour your brain burned through all its reserves, watching their expressions, matching their tone, tracking the topic, remembering to nod. It's like running a dozen apps at once on a dying phone battery. You're left in recovery mode, ignoring messages until further notice. Extroverts get charged by connection, but you basically just ran out of Wi-Fi and data. Staring strategy. You're manually controlling eye contact like it's a skill you're still learning. Look at them. Now look away to think. Now back before it's weird. This conscious effort runs through every conversation. You're trying to seem engaged while your brain needs to look elsewhere to process. This happens because maintaining eye contact while thinking requires double the mental energy. Someone's talking but you're mainly focused on eye contact, meaning you don't understand half of what they are saying. It's like juggling while trying to listen. The energy vampire. You're at lunch with that friend who never stops talking. They're on story number 5 about people you don't know, while you're nodding on autopilot. Your energy drains with every minute while they get more animated. You stopped listening 10 minutes ago, but they haven't noticed. This happens because some people gain energy from talking, while some lose it from listening. They think you're having a great chat, but you're planning your escape. 1 hour with them requires a full day of recovery. It feels like being someone else's charging cable while you get drained. Audio dread. Someone sends you a 3-minute voice message and you stare at it for days. Playing it feels like commitment you're not ready for. What if they need something? What if you have to respond with your own voice message? You finally listen at 2x speed just to get through it. This dread happens because voice messages combine the worst parts of phone calls and texts. They demand full attention, but you can't respond naturally. It's like receiving homework in your personal life. Uninvited guests. You agreed to hang out with one friend, but they bring 2 more people. Your nice quiet coffee just became a group event you didn't sign up for. Now you have to be on for strangers when you barely had energy for one person. You're smiling, but internally screaming, because this wasn't the deal. This shock happens because you budgeted exact social energy for one person, not 3. Your friend thinks more people equals more fun, but you're already depleted. It's like ordering a coffee but getting a 5-course meal. Early guest disaster. You accidentally arrive first to a party, but now you're alone with the host. They're trying to make conversation while finishing setup, and you're just standing there awkwardly. You offered to help, but they said no, so now you're a sitting duck. More people need to arrive immediately, or you'll die from this forced intimacy. This discomfort happens because one-on-one with acquaintances is worse than crowds. At least in groups, you can fade into the background. It's like being trapped in small talk prison. Ordering stage fright. The waiter arrives and suddenly you forget how to speak. You've been reading the menu for 10 minutes, but now you can't remember anything. Everyone orders smoothly while you're pointing at the menu, mumbling, "I'll have that." The waiter asks how you want it cooked and your brain freezes. This panic happens because ordering requires instant decisions and public speaking you weren't prepared for. You had a plan, but the waiter came too soon. It's like being called on in class when you aren't ready. The Zoom fatigue. 15 minutes into a video call and you're already exhausted. You're watching yourself in that little box, trying to look engaged, managing your fake background, all while following the conversation. Your face hurts from forced smiling. This exhaustion happens because video calls require constant performance. You're processing multiple faces, fighting lag, and can't rely on natural body language. After one 30-minute meeting, you need to lie down. For the next meetings, your camera mysteriously stops working. It's like your mood gets lower each time you have to show yourself on that little screen. The bathroom recharge. You escape to the bathroom at parties just to breathe. You don't actually need it. You just need 3 minutes of sweet silence. You're sitting in a stall checking your phone, gathering strength to go back out. Sometimes you wash your hands extra slowly to extend the break. This retreat happens because bathrooms are the only socially acceptable hiding spot. Nobody questions bathroom trips, but "I need to be alone" sounds weird. It's like having a panic room at every venue. So which introvert glitch do you feel the most? The doorbell panic or that beautiful Cancelled Plans Euphoria? Drop a comment with your most relatable moment. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need some quality alone time after making this video. Peace out.